There was a man who spent 40 years trying to stop the wind. He built walls. He shouted at the sky. He exhausted his soul, trying to control things that were never his to hold. One day, he looked at the mountain and asked, "How do you stay so still while the world attacks you?" The mountain didn't speak. It just stood there. It wasn't fighting the storm. It was allowing the storm to pass. Most of you are that man. You are exhausted because you are fighting ghosts. Today, I'm going to show you how to become the mountain. These are the 7 pillars of an unshakable life. If you leave before pillar 7, you'll keep building walls that will eventually fall. Let's begin. Pillar 1. Your body is the only home you have to live in. It is the vessel for your empire. But look around you. The modern world is designed to keep that home in a state of decay. The system wants you tired, inflamed, and perpetually distracted. Why? Because a tired person is a consumer. They want you exhausted so they can sell you fixes. The caffeine to wake you up, the sugar to keep you going, and the blue light to keep you numb. Reject it. True stability begins in the marrow of your bones. Movement is not a chore. It is your literal medicine. It is how you flush the stagnation of the world out of your system. When you move, you are telling your subconscious that you are alive, that you are capable, and that you are in command. You don't need a gym membership to build a fortress. You need discipline. A 30-minute walk in the sun is a revolutionary act. A deep, conscious breath is a middle finger to the chaos. If you do not take time for your wellness today, the world will eventually force you to take time for your illness. Choose your sacrifice. Build a body that can carry the weight of your dreams. Pillar 2. Silence is your weapon. We live in an era of manufactured noise. From the moment you wake up, 1,000 voices are fighting for a piece of your mind. Notifications, opinions, trends, and tragedies. Most people are terrified of the quiet because in the quiet, the distractions disappear and they are left alone with the one person they don't know, themselves. This is why the person who can sit in a room alone for 30 minutes, without a phone, without music, and without a goal, is the most dangerous person in the room. They are dangerous because they cannot be manipulated. They have faced their own shadows. They have heard the screaming of their own ego and stayed still until it went quiet. Silence is where your strategy is born. It is the soil where your internal empire takes root. While everyone else is reacting to the noise, you are observing the patterns. You aren't hiding from the world. You are refueling so you can conquer it. Master the silence, or the noise will master you. The loudest person in the room is often the weakest. The person who says nothing but sees everything. That is the person who wins. Pillar 3. The word no is a complete sentence. We are conditioned from childhood to be nice, to be helpful, and to be available. But in the adult world, being perpetually available is a recipe for being perpetually exploited. You have been taught that you owe the world an explanation, a reason, a lie, or an apology every time you choose yourself over their demands. You don't. You don't owe anyone an explanation for protecting your peace. Your time is the only currency you can never earn back, yet you spend it like it's infinite. Every time you say yes to an invitation you dread, a favor that drains you, or a person who disrespects you. You are committing treason against your own soul. You are telling your subconscious that their comfort is more important than your sanity. True power is the ability to sit in the discomfort of someone else's disappointment. If they are offended by your boundaries, it is because they were profiting from your lack of them. A no without a sorry is the ultimate act of self-respect. It is the boundary where your kindness ends and your survival begins. Stop apologizing for existing. Stop explaining your boundaries. If it cost you your peace, the price is too high. Say it, mean it, and watch your empire grow in the space you've finally cleared. Pillar 4. Stop being a mirror for other people's chaos. Most people move through life as a reflection of their environment. If the world is loud, they become loud. If someone is angry, they catch the fire. You must break that cycle. When they shout, you whisper. When they push, you simply step back. Understand the psychology of the aggressor. They are starving for a reaction. They want to pull you into their mud because they don't know how to stand on your solid ground. They want your anger to validate their own. Give them your absence instead. Not just your physical absence, but your emotional detachment. Silence is the ultimate mirror. When you refuse to react, they are forced to look at their own reflection in the stillness you provide. This isn't being passive, it is being untouchable. This is how you win the war without firing a single shot. Your peace is the prize they are trying to steal. Don't hand it over. Pillar 5. Evolution has no age limit. We are taught to believe that after a certain point, our character is set in stone, that our mistakes are our identity. That is a lie. Whether you are 18 or 55, the version of you that exists today is just a draft. It is a collection of old habits, inherited fears, and outdated survival mechanisms. Burn it. Burn the draft and write a better one. Most people mistake stagnation for stability. They stay the same for 30 years and call it consistency. But true stability is the ability to change without breaking. It is the flexibility of the willow tree in a hurricane, not the rigidity of the dead oak. You are allowed to outgrow your past self. You are allowed to change your mind, your career, and your circle. The world will try to shame you for it. They will say you are inconsistent. What they really mean is that they can no longer predict you. They can no longer control you. Your internal empire is not a museum. It is a construction site. There should always be the sound of hammers and the scent of fresh ink. If you aren't evolving, you are simply waiting. Reclaim your right to reinvent yourself every single morning. The only version of you that matters is the one you are building right now. Pillar 6. Skills are the new currency. We are living in a transition where the old badges of honor are losing their shine. Degrees might get you in the door, but in 2026, they won't keep you in the room. The world has shifted. It no longer cares about what you studied for 4 years. It cares about what you can solve in 4 minutes. Most people are waiting for a title to give them permission to lead. Don't be one of them. While they collect certificates, you must collect capabilities. Mastery is the only job security left in a world driven by AI and automation. You must become the person who can fix the problem that no one else understands. When you become the solution, you become the authority. Don't just work for a paycheck. Work to become a master of your craft. Become so good, so efficient, and so unique that the system cannot function without you. In the new empire, you aren't paid for your time. You are paid for your value. Become irreplaceable. Pillar 7. The self-healing empire. We are taught that selfishness is a sin, but we are never taught that self-depletion is a tragedy. You cannot save a drowning person if you are drowning yourself. If your own lungs are filling with water, you are not a hero. You are just another victim. You must put yourself first. This is not an act of ego. It is a mechanical necessity. Think of an airplane in distress. You are instructed to secure your own oxygen mask before helping the person next to you. Why? Because you are useless to the world if you are unconscious. Build your fortress. Lay the stones of discipline, silence, and boundaries until the walls are high and the foundations are unshakable. This is your sanctuary. It is the only place where your soul can truly breathe. Most people open their gates too early. They let the world's chaos in before they have the strength to manage it. Stop. Close the gates. Focus on the internal architecture. Once your empire is strong, once you are overflowing with peace and clarity, then, and only then, do you open the gates to help others. Kindness is a luxury of the strong. If you give from your lack, you will eventually resent the world. But if you give from your abundance, you change the world. Build the empire first. The healing follows. Look at the mountain. The storm does not ask for its permission, and the wind does not care for its beauty. The lightning strikes, the rain pours, and the clouds try to shroud it in darkness. But the mountain does not argue. It does not defend its height. It does not move to accommodate the wind. Neither should you. You have been trying to build walls to hide behind, but a wall can be climbed, and a wall can be broken. A mountain simply is. It is the absolute authority of presence. You have the pillars now. The shield is not a piece of armor you wear. It is the realization that you are the landscape, and the chaos of others is just weather passing through. My name is Mina D. Healer, and this is your sanctuary. If you are ready to stop building fragile walls and finally become the mountain, subscribe to join the empire. Leave your mark below. Type agree if you are choosing to be immovable today. Go forth with the weight of the earth beneath you and the silence of the peaks within you. And always remember, you are your own medicine.